Is my tongue blue? What? Maybe you've seen these crazy videos on social media about people having blue tongues and methylene blue. Yes, kind of the blue color that's in the toilet things that clean your toilet. I don't actually eat that. I'm not saying that. But today I talked to Dr. Neil Paulvin out in New York City, and he talks about the benefits of methylene blue, how you're going to have so much energy, maybe some fat loss, mental clarity, and how he uses it and how you can use it as well. So here's my conversation about methylene blue with Dr. Neil Paulvin. Let's dive in. Methylene blue. I've seen all sorts of weird posts, man, and videos about methylene blue. Like, what the hell is it?
Methylene blue is a chemical that's was used in lab. It's been used in labs and for almost 100 years now. It's also used for patients who have carbon dioxide, hemoglobin poisoning from carbon dioxide. Sometimes that's where only traditional medical use in humans was until recently. And then it's used actually what people who like to blast it are. It's actually sometimes used that blue dye that you see when you put people put the pucks in their toilet bowls.
Uh-huh.
That's what it is. But now a lot of studies have come out, probably in the last 5 to 10 years, that's shown that methylene blue has a lot of really good benefits to it health wise. It could be everything. We know it's antiviral, it's antibacterial. It's been used in some third world countries where they don't obviously have access to some other medications. We know that it's great for energy. It helps boost up what's called with the mitochondria, which is the battery energy part of your cell. It also can help with mood. Um, it can help with depression. It's a natural SSRI, which are things like what kind of Zoloft and those other meds are. That's the big red flag for anybody. If you're on any type of psychiatric medication, you need to, if you're thinking about taking methylene blue, you need to talk to your doctor right away. Do not take it on your own. You can end up getting yourself really sick. So that's another use that we're using it for. It's also really good what's called nootropic, which is kind of a brain boosting type chemical, which a lot of people are using it for now. That those are the main things that we're using it for. It also has some now anti-aging possibilities as well that they're studying. And actually, they're now injecting it into discs. They're testing it in Asia. There's some small studies that say it may actually help with disc pain as well. So, like people have a little bit of disc issues, which makes sense based on some of the science that's out there. So it's a very handy molecule. It's actually gotten a bad rap recently because people have been promoting it with those. It's very photogenic. Yeah. Everybody's out there showing their blue tongue, so it's got a built-in easy marketing thing. But it has a lot of potential. Probably hearing more about it very soon.
Okay, so this is, you mentioned, is it injectable? There is also, like, you take it like well, first of all, don't eat your toilet bowl cleaner thing, by the way. That's probably not not a good idea. But like, is
That
this
would be.
orally injection? What's the typical way that you guys administer?
There's two ways right now. Don't be doing any cool TikToks trying to do
Yeah,
that.
that's just stupid. Don't do that.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, most people start orally, and they start slow, and it's not something that's done every day. It's done kind of every couple of days because I have a lot of people who say they feel too jumpy on it. So it's kind of, you want to get yourself kind of dialed into that dose that makes you feel good, not bad. Again, when you are doing it orally, it does cause a blue tongue in most of the supplements that are out there. So it's happened more now that don't go on don't do it right before you have a big Zoom meeting because people think you're a little weird. But it does work pretty well, pretty quickly. And then now I know we do it in our office. We are now doing the IV. The benefits of doing it IV are we can go higher doses than patients are doing orally. A lot of people, unfortunately, especially in the US, have a lot of gut issues. So you're not going to absorb it as well as you are doing IV. That's one of the benefits of doing most things IV is you don't have to worry about how well your body is going to absorb it. It's also easier for it to get into the brain. So if people are coming to the office, we'll do it as an IV. A lot. It's now kind of become the part of what they call like the anti-aging IV package for a lot of for people who are into the anti-aging or biohackers, combined either with like NAD or glutathione, which we've talked about before. So it's gaining some steam.
Okay, and when you're taking this, like, what are the main benefits? You talked about energy, and they feel great, and if you take too much, you're jittery. But what are people noticing right away?
Most of it's the energy and the focus.
Hmm.
I mean, I know when I take it, I'll take it when I really have a lot of stuff to get done as part of my kind of focus stack. You'll notice it right away. And then again, the energy, that's kind of where, again, that's where you have to dial it in. It's like if you have one cup of coffee, you're good. If you have 2 cups of coffee, some people are like their hands going like this.
Yeah.
So, and then there's anti-aging effects that you're not going to see instantaneously, but if you get lab work done or that's also there. But the main two that you're going to notice right away are the energy and the brain clarity.
Okay, and the anti-aging is like on a cellular level, just helping you there. Like your wrinkles aren't going to go away. Sometimes people think anti-aging.
Well, there's a couple different pieces to that. I mean, yeah, it works on the mitochondria, so it's going to help the mitochondria work better and also regenerate, which is where a lot of either the benefits in terms of energy and healing and inflammation and healing oxidative stress. So it's helpful in that regard. And we know that patients who have damage to their mitochondria are the people who are now more at risk for having things like diabetes, as well as having neurodegenerative issues, things like Alzheimer's. So we want to heal their mitochondria, and also now there's a couple studies that were shown that it actually may help get rid of some of the things that cause Alzheimer's. So that's a mix of anti-aging and how we use it on a medical basis. So it's again, methylene blue in the last year or two is really kind of exploding what people are trying to play with it on. Now we're just kind of seeing where things go.
Do you think this is something that people can take for an extended period of time? Is there, and if so, like, what's the dosage? I mean, you said orally and available.
Yeah.
There's two questions here, right? Like extended period of time, dosage. I guess three questions. And then if people can get it, whether it's a doctor or where they should a reputable source.
So in terms of for forever, we don't know yet. I mean,
Yeah.
we assume that you can. Again, it's not something you take every day. It's something that I would say, again, as long as you take it kind of with a healthcare provider, if you want to take it on a longer term basis, you can get it orally. We start patients again at low dose. There are 2 places you can get it from. Well, plenty of places. The reputable places. There's a company called Transcriptions that makes it that where it's regulated, I guess, for lack of a better word. They tell you, and I kind of recommend is 2 to 4 milligrams, which is again, all these things. Talk to your doctor, and if you're on an antidepressant, talk to your doctor.
Yep.
Big red check there. And then we progress up. I mean, there's people who take much higher doses, especially if there's medical issues like Alzheimer's. There's also may help Lyme disease and things like that. So that's a starting point. IV, we go obviously. We were going on the higher side of dosing, but again, we to kind of get people either feeling better quicker or healing quicker.
Okay. And as far as, and obviously be aware of if you're taking SSRI or antidepressant, anything like that, any side effects that people can expect?
Not really. Again, taking that little niche out of there. Again, like I said, you just besides the blue tongue, you urinate blue, which freaks people out initially.
Smurf pee.
Smurf urine, exactly. Smurf pee. That'll be a hashtag viral hashtag soon. But yeah. Otherwise, I mean, again, it's just really it's like just trying to dial into what works better for you, so you're not like the Energizer Bunny at midnight.
Yeah.
But otherwise, not really. No.
Okay. And if you're taking this orally, or probably makes sense to take it more in the morning as opposed to later, so you don't.
Exactly. Either in the morning or early afternoon, right within an hour or two of that event where you want to be on really sharp for.
All right, Doc. I appreciate it. Where can people find you?
They can find me on my website, doctor spelled out, and Paulvin, PAULVIN.com. And my Instagram is drpaulvin.
All right. Well, I'm going to go pee some Smurf pee later.